In this fast-paced world, we are sometimes overwhelmed. We become restless. Sometimes we don't even know why. We just know that we are tensed and we are always on edge. What is the reason for this? Uh, in peacetime, our body works perfectly without us noticing any problem. But there is a system in the nervous system, the peripheral nervous systems, that continue to maintain vital functions in the body. They are autonomic nervous systems, which consist of sympathetic, parasympathetic, and enteric nervous system. When we are stressed up, our sympathetic nervous system is activated, and that makes our heart rate to go up, our blood pressure may go up, then we feel on edge, we feel tensed. This is supposed to last for a few seconds, and then at least maximum 90 seconds, and calmness returns. It is the duty of the parasympathetic nervous system to bring the calmness. But when we are now constantly stressed, every day we go to work, we go through terrible traffic, we think of how we are going to do school runs, how do we want to complete our assignments. So all these things happens on a daily basis. So it is capable of making our nervous system to be sympathetic nervous system to be in active mode. It is always active, and that is why we'll be feeling restless. We don't even know what is stressing us. But the good news is that the parasympathetic nervous system that is supposed to bring calmness can be activated. There are three ways by which the parasympathetic nervous system can be activated. Number one is our belief system. If we have a belief system that no matter what, we can contain any stressor of life, that we are competent enough to overcome any problem, that is enough to activate the parasympathetic nervous system and bring calmness at any point in time. Number two way by which you can activate parasympathetic nervous system is to go through the task. Let me give you an example. When you have a presentation, see how tense you be before you go in for the presentation. But after the presentation, a sense of calmness returns. So you can activate parasympathetic nervous system through that process. The third one is when you consciously activate the sympathetic nervous system by increasing the vagal tone. How do we do this? We can do this one in several ways. The first one is through deep breathing. We breathe in for 4 seconds. We pause for 4 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds. If we do this one several times for a few minutes, we can regain our calmness, because this process will activate the parasympathetic system, nervous system that is responsible for calmness. Number two, we can use grounding techniques. The grounding technique consists of using our senses. using a formula 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things you can see. You bring your attention to 5 things you can see around you. 4 things you can feel. 3 things we can hear. 3 things we can hear. 2 things we can smell. And 1 thing we can swallow. We can taste. So when we use this one, after completing it, we see how calm we become. Number 3 is gentle movement. But after a while, when we feel stressed, we can slightly move our body or even have a short walk. This is capable of stimulating or increasing the figure 2 with resultant calmness. So another thing that we can do is what we call soothing touch. So how do we do this? Is we can take a warm bath, or we wrap ourselves inside a soft blanket, or we can also place our hand on our heart for some minutes for reassurance. So another technique that we can also use to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system is to connect with nature. We try and stay outdoors for a few minutes. We listen to the voice of birds. We appreciate the environment, or we can even just go and stay under a tree. You can also feel the breeze. After some times, we just notice that there will be calmness. We can also use our voice. We can at least be singing our favorite song, or we hum. You can even fake yarn, like doing. If you do this one for some minutes, we discover that the figure tone will increase, and then the ways we activate the parasympathetic nervous systems, which will bring a sense of calmness. We can also minimize stressor. We minimize the use of caffeine. We avoid exposure to loud noise. We can also take a break. So last thing is to do mindful rest. This is a form of rest where we look for we look for a quiet place to avoid the distraction, and then we meditate. We can focus or bring our attention to our breath, the way we are breathing in and out, the way we can bring our attention to different part of the body, notice the kind of sensation that we are feeling. We can do this also maybe to 5 to 10. You can bring like 5 minutes, maybe you can increase to 10 minutes. This process can increase the figure tone and then stimulate the parasympathetic nervous and bring calmness. So any time maybe you are at work or you are anywhere, you just discover that you are feeling tense, you can practice 1 or 2 of these techniques. You will see how calmness will return to you, and you'll be able to continue your work and perform optimally. In case you don't know me, I'm Dr. Uthman Kazim Abimbola. I'm a consultant psychiatrist. If this resonates with you, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you for listening to